Hello, how are you doing today? Welcome, it's a wonderful Wednesday. My name is Zach, and not joining me today is my co host Matt. Every Wednesday, he's obligated to leave right around this time. Not a lunch break, not for work, something in his personal life that he's coming to terms with, he has to go to, deal with. So on Wednesdays, I spend the afternoon with a guest. The executive said, "We want you to still be on the show. We love your style, Zach, and we gotta have you on." And so I come on. I talk with people, I share stories, and I communicate with you, the audience. Today, I am being joined by a special guest. Before I get to her, though, I just want to let you know we will not be looking at items today in the swap shop. I apologize. We'll save that for tomorrow. So if you have an item you'd like to send, you can still send it to us at williams.swap@gmail.com. But today we're just taking emails. You can send in pictures of whatever we decide to talk about. We're going to swap stories, tips, tricks. Did something happen to you this week that you want to talk about? It's Wednesday, halfway through the week. We're ready to get on and get to the weekend. What are your weekend plans? Let us know. Give us a call at 413-961-4263. Usually I do art on this show with my guest, and today we are going to be doing that as well. I am joined by Alice. Do you want to say your last name, Alice? Or
Feigl,
Feigl?
probably.
Okay. I don't know if you
No,
want to say. I never say my last name. My
Oh.
last name is White.
well, I don't think anyone can spell mine.
That's good.
So
Keep it that way.
they'll never find me.
Just in case you don't, we love to get fan mail, but sometimes we're working so hard we don't have time to read the fan mail. So what do you do here at William Street, Alice? You're a colleague. You just recently started working here a few months back.
Yes, I'm on the marketing team, and I do our social media. Well, I do our Facebook mostly.
Okay.
So if you've ever been infuriated by something on Facebook or liked it, that was me.
When is Metalocalypse coming back?
That was before my time. I've heard about it, and I've heard that people really liked it.
But
but so I
we
can't
gotta
really
move on.
speak to it. Yeah.
It's time to move on. We understand your comments that you want to bring back Metalocalypse, but it's time to move on.
Yeah, Dr. Seuss had a nice quote once about be glad that it happened or something like that.
Yes. And that's how a lot of things in life are, especially what we go through every day. And it rings true a lot that be glad something happened, cherish the memories, but move on. So happy that it happened. And then take your life and move it on. You have other things you need to accomplish. And today we're going to accomplish some drawings. We're going to do some blind contour drawing where we don't look at the paper, we just draw what we see.
One of my favorites.
I'm excited to do it. I had to Google it when you first told me. I
Yeah.
didn't really know what it was. I thought it was maybe something different, and it is different, but I thought it was going to be very wild. I didn't think I'd be able to do it. I thought I'd be a big joke and embarrass myself, but I think I can do it. I think we can do it together. And so what does your job in marketing entail? And when you manage the Facebook page, you're also use Snapchat. You're bringing that in.
I'm bringing Snapchat in, so just right now mostly with the live shows. I come in, you might have seen yesterday or this morning on Stupid Morning Bullshit. I just kind of snap things and try to interact with you.
Yes, and that's the viewer. That's who matters the most. That's right. So do you look at the analytics, like who you're tracking on Facebook, or who normally likes most posts? Are they our demographic, or are they surprisingly someone older? Or
They're basic demographics. It's a little male heavier than women heavy.
Okay.
But yeah, just I don't know. I didn't really look too much at those.
Yeah.
I just try to do fun, creative things that engage with the viewer, give away a little swag. People like swag.
Good. In the chat, they said Metalocalypse is coming back?
No.
Question mark. And we have to say no, not right now. We don't think so. But what is pretty metal is this show. It's a wonderful Wednesday. And on wonderful Wednesdays, we express our creativity. We express ourselves. Is there anything that you've been meaning to get off your mind lately? Anything you'd like to tell people?
Well, I've started exercising a lot recently, but now I kind of feel like I've almost started exercising too much, and I'm going to become one of those gym buffs, even though I don't go to gyms, but just exercise
What kind of
buffs.
exercise do you usually prefer?
Well, I started running, And then I did a 5K training program,
Okay.
and that's done. And I'm about to start a 10K training program.
5Ks are about 3.2 miles, and then 10K.
6.4.
Okay.
Yes. So
Congratulations.
thank you.
That's great.
Yeah, thank
It's always
you.
good to run.
It is.
I feel it clears your mind. Sometimes I run so fast that people think I'm running from something, a monster or something chasing me,
Zombie.
a zombie,
There
a
is
horde.
an app where it makes you feel like zombies are chasing you, and if you slow down,
They will
then
eat
they
you.
get you.
Ah,
Yeah.
That's a clever way to keep you going.
I've never done it.
For me, it's my own thoughts, what I'm thinking of, what's happening. And then before I know it, I just ran for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm at my next destination. I ran to work this morning.
Do you have a runner's backpack?
Today I didn't bring one. Today I brought my phone and keys and carried them in my hand.
Oh.
And I just ran. And I didn't bring my wallet. And I'm going to run home and do the same thing.
Okay. I ran to work yesterday, but I have a runner's backpack.
Well, I usually bring one, but I'd already left my clothes. A second change of clothes here, so I can change
Smart.
into them when I get here.
Deodorant?
Yes, deodorant, shower. There's a shower here at William Street.
Wait, there is?
Yes, in the men's bathroom. Look at me, I'm nice and clean.
So there's not one in the women's bathroom, to my knowledge.
I had heard there was, but I'm not here to.
The one right outside this
Right.
door?
I've heard there is, but I don't.
Oh,
Someone had said there was, but
I'll have to look harder.
right. So running to work, it's a new trend. It's commuting to work. You're
Run
not driving.
commuting.
Run commuting.
There's a website.
There is.
Yeah.
And it's beneficial because I spend, if I drive, about a half hour in traffic. And I only live about 4.5, 5 miles away. If I run, it's about 15 minutes longer to run. But I get healthy and exercise, and then when I go home, I don't have to run. I'm home.
I like to do it because on the way to work, I can stop at this coffee shop I really like and get a reward of iced coffee and a blueberry muffin.
Ooh, that sounds good.
So yeah, that's what gets me running in the morning.
Have you ran to
sometimes.
work, or do you just run in the morning and then go back and get ready to go to work?
No, I run to work
You
and
do?
and I don't know where the shower is, so I
Oh.
just haven't been showering.
Fair enough. I thought I was the only one who's running to work.
Yeah. Well,
I thought I was doing a trend setting. Trend alert, Zach is not running to work by himself. Alice is joining him.
I'm glad we had this time together to figure
Yes.
that out.
Do you do it every day?
No, it's just when the schedule permits.
Right. See, I do it about once a week because for me, round trip, it's 10 miles.
Oh yeah.
So by the time I get home, my legs are tired. I wake up the next morning and my legs are still tired.
I'm half that. I'm just 2.5 miles each
Okay.
way.
Well, that's good. That's like the perfect time.
It is.
I'm a little further out than I'd like to be, but I like where I live.
Where do you live without saying where you live?
I live near the Little Five Points area in Atlanta. It's a
Okay.
popular destination for hip young people. They love to go there, listen to music, drink a lot of beverages, and eat snacks.
I live near the O4W
Oh, okay.
part of
Yeah.
Atlanta.
That's great.
Yeah.
See, we're talking about our city, where we live. We live in Atlanta, Georgia. If you're just now joining us, this is a wonderful Wednesday on the Swap Shop. My name is Zach. Joining me is Alice. We both like to run to work.
It feels like you're saying Alice.
Alice?
Alice.
Alice. Alice.
Yeah.
Thank you for correcting me. I've noticed in the chat that people have shouted out, I forget what word it was recently, but someone said I wasn't pronouncing it correctly, and it was an AL type word, and I do mess that up.
Okay.
I work with an Ollie, OLLIE, and I sometimes say Ollie.
Okay. That might be where it's coming
I'm
from.
from the Midwest, and that might be my dialect, or it might just be a speech impediment.
Oh.
Alice.
Alice.
Does that sound right?
Like Al and then is.
Al.
Is.
Alice. Is that good? Better?
Yeah, I like it.
Alice.
I wasn't upset before.
It's okay.
I just,
You have a right to be upset.
yeah. We have an hour to fill.
People have called
so
me Zach because I spell my name
Oh.
Z-A-C-H.
Zach.
Yeah, Zach. It's Zach is what I say. Hi, Zach. In fact, I email people sometimes and I say thank you, and I put my name Z-A-C-H, and they still write back and say, hey, Zach, and spell it Z-A-C-K. And I don't know if I should. I don't mind it, but sometimes it does irk me. It bothers me.
Well, we all have our thing.
Right. What's something that causes you to get upset?
Just litter. I hate when people
Litter?
litter. Yeah, that does bother me.
It is something that you would think. I have trash. I'm just going to wait until I find a trash can to deposit this in.
Yeah.
Why do you got to leave your cups and your chips bags on the ground?
Some people in the O4W just open their door and just drop their Taco Bell on the ground.
Right. I've seen, yes, I've seen people litter in real life, and I think we should create a force that stops it. Birds, they're training birds to take down drones now. It's something you can see on, if you search on YouTube, eagles attacking drones, and it's a thing in the Netherlands, a program that they attack. So they should train hawks or something in Atlanta, an Atlanta bird that just sits on a post on every few blocks, and if it sees you throw something out of your car, it swoops down. And I don't know if the bird should pick up the litter and then throw it away for you and be nice, or if it swoops down and punishes you.
I mean, people need punishment or they won't change.
Or they won't change, that's right. So they need to be told, hey, what you did was not acceptable.
Right. But birds could get dangerous.
Right. So something maybe like a squirrel, something that's not has talons that wouldn't hurt as bad.
A flying squirrel,
A
yes.
flying squirrel. They exist.
They do exist. I think they're more gliders, really, than flyers,
Right.
though.
They have the flaps under their
Right.
arms. Is it hot in here for you today? Or
A little bit. It's nice, though, because the rest of the building is very cold.
right.
But I do sometimes, especially this shirt, I don't know what it is about this shirt, but it shows my sweat a lot more.
That's okay.
So I've learned that if I keep my arms out like this, keep things ventilated, if you scrunch up, it's just going to get worse.
Okay. I'll have to stretch my arms out. Should we do
Yeah.
a stretching exercise?
Okay. It's not, it's bad on this
Just
side.
breathe in.
Oh.
It's okay.
Okay, I'll show this arm.
It's okay.
If I've confronted it and mentioned it, it's not as bad. They're
That's
not
right.
talking about me behind my back.
No one's right now. People are saying, "What are you doing? What's up? Long time no see. Just eating pizza. How about you?"
They don't even care.
They said cooking. Someone did say garbage. They said free Taco Bell. Someone's leaving Taco Bell out.
It's not Taco Bell you want to eat.
No,
That's-
don't eat
That
people's leftover Taco Bell.
yeah, that chalupa's been out for hours.
Yes. This is great. I've never done this on a Wonderful Wednesday to stretch and
It is
relax.
nice.
It feels good.
I'd hate when I hear my back crunch.
Yeah. I always never liked the people who did this on their chairs and popped their backs. I'm doing it now for the sake of doing this for the show, but I never enjoyed it and thought it was. I'm sorry if people who watch this do that. I'm sorry. But Alice and I run to work. We're commuters. We need to stretch. We need to exercise.
We do. Otherwise, your muscles get shorter,
That's right.
not longer.
That is correct. That is correct. Are you from the Atlanta area? What's your background?
I lived in Atlanta until I was 8, and then I moved to Clearwater, Florida,
Okay.
and then I went to University of Florida, and then I returned.
Made your way back to Atlanta. And
Yes.
before you worked for Adult Swim, you worked for CNN, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And Turner Corporate.
What's the difference between CNN and Turner Corporate compared to Adult Swim? Besides the obvious, I mean, we stretch at work.
right.
They do not.
Well, as many people know, at Adult Swim, you're at William Street, so you're and people refer to it as the pirate ship,
Right.
and it is its own little world that doesn't concern itself with Turner as much,
That's correct.
which can be nice, but I like Turner.
Turner's good. Yes. Thank you, Turner, for everything you do.
Yes.
Thank you.
But yeah, CNN had news. Turner Corporate had internal information that had to go out, and now Adult Swim has social media.
That's right.
That's what I'm focused on.
So what makes you an expert on social media?
Well, for a while, I was at HLN,
Okay.
CNN's sister network, and they were focusing on social media.
Okay.
So that was something I could bring up a lot in my interview to really impress the
I see.
people I was interviewing with.
Good.
Yeah.
So what is the best thing right now trending on social media? There's got to be something. I know the Ice Bucket Challenge, that's big.
A few years ago, that was real
Okay.
big. I never did it because I don't give in to
Do you feel those
those
help?
trends. The help social media?
Right.
I mean, it definitely makes more people interact, and social media is all about that interaction. But apparently, this week is spring break for a lot of the country, and people just aren't interacting as much.
Right. They're just taking it easy
Yeah.
at the beach.
Yeah.
Do you think if we made an app that you take this shot of our shirts, but we wear this is our uniform now on the swap shop, but if you take our shirt and maybe even do a shot like this where someone's looking, like smiling, waving to their friends, hi, they can put a filter on where they get the leather gloves, the Timex watch, it enables time traveling, a partnership with SpaceX, and a black shirt with a bolo tie. and that's the filter. Just anyone can put it on. Do you think that would be a big hit?
It would be. But I also happen to know that it'd be very expensive and only last 24 hours.
Okay, so it would be a great hit for 24 hours, and
Yes.
after that,
Done.
I'm not sure if folks are familiar, but the Powerpuff Girls now, you can Powerpuff yourself.
Yes, I did.
You did?
Yeah.
I have not. Well, actually, someone did it for me, but I didn't do it myself.
I feel like the men version had more defining characteristics you could choose from.
Really?
Mine had brown hair, like me.
Oh.
Have
There's certain things on my body that I don't know if the Powerpuff app could find. I have a scar on my forehead, as you can see. I don't know if you can see it in the light. 2 little dots. Yes.
Those are scars?
Yes, that was from when I was a young boy. You can see it almost. I used to have devil horns. I used to be a little devil.
I thought they were forehead dimples.
No, they are. When I was a young boy, I was running in my house. My dad was walking down the hallway, and he loved to go fishing, and he had a tackle box. You know, one of the boxes with all his lures and hooks and worms. And he's walking down the hallway to show my grandfather, "Hey, look at all this cool fishing stuff I have." And me, being a young kid, I was running, being silly, and I wasn't looking, and I ran and hit the tackle box, and I fell back. And I remember holding my hand. Have you ever done that where you look and you're like, "Am I bleeding?" And you're not bleeding yet. You're like, "I don't see blood
Takes a
yet."
second.
And then I walked into my room and it just poured out of my face.
Well, you're lucky that they're so even.
Yeah, I ran directly into it, so it makes it look a little cutie.
Yeah.
But then after that, I think I've hit my head a couple more times. Most recently, I fell off my bike a few years back and hit my head without a helmet. I learned that I should always wear a helmet then. So if you're riding your bike, always wear a helmet.
I don't still. I'm sorry.
There's been times where I have ridden my bike and have not worn it since then, but I think I got a concussion.
Do you have a cool helmet? The one
No,
that's like this.
it's not very cool.
The cool helmet's the skateboarding one, kind
Right.
of.
Someone said yesterday that my head is more disproportionate than my body, so when I wear that helmet, it even looks worse.
Bigger.
Like this headset right now makes my head look small, but when I put that helmet on, it's even bigger. But it protects me. But I just haven't worn it in a while. I've been running. I don't wear a helmet when I run. I've thought about it in case I trip and fall. This morning, as I was running, I stepped in the sidewalk. Part of it was broken, and I almost fell out when I was running. And people actually, just before we started the show today, said Zach doesn't curse. It's true, I do not curse. But I was about to say the S word when I almost tripped and fell.
I used to not curse, and then I did. And once you start, you can't
go,
stop.
Yeah, you start cursing. It's just you talk like a sailor is
Yeah.
what they say.
Have you ever noticed that the black stuff on your Bolero is like a clock at 11 o'clock?
Yes. There's a group of bikers, dirt bikers in Baltimore called the 12 O'Clock Boys.
Ah.
They tilt their bikes back to when they're at 12 o'clock and do wheelies. There's a documentary about it if anyone's looking into it. But I'm an 11 o'clock boy. That's not a gang or a group affiliation. It's just me. Everything I do is at 11 o'clock. 11 a.m., I'm at my best and sharpest. 11 p.m., I'm the best person you'll ever meet. I'm getting ready to go to bed, but I got a lot of great stories to talk about from the day.
Look, I hope to see you at 11 tomorrow.
Yes.
Just to experience
You'll see me at 11 a.m. walking in the door, smiling. just
Walk in at 11?
No, I'm usually here already by 11, but
Oh.
I'll walk out, come in to show
Gotcha.
off at 11.
Okay.
Yes. People are hashtagging Go Powerpuff Yourself, and they're saying, "Is this a good day or what?" And they asked us now, what is our favorite songs? What's your favorite song right now, Alice, going on the radio?
I'm a pretty big Kurt Vile fan. I really like Pretty Pimpin'.
Okay.
So that's on repeat.
He's popular now.
Yeah. I bought the album, which is rare, but I like to play it in my car.
So what method? Because now people are no longer buying albums.
Right.
It's all streaming. People are not buying shows, they're streaming them. They're watching us live. This is what we're doing is free. No one has to pay. You just log on, pay your internet.
Yeah.
For me, I enjoy Rihanna. I like Rihanna's new song Work.
WERK?
Yes, I love it. I listen. In Atlanta. They play it on the radio. Probably you can find it almost every station throughout the day. You can switch it over from one station, give it a second, find it on another. And I'm especially when I'm driving to or from work, if I'm not running that day, I like listening to it.
So when you run, you don't like to have any earphones in? You just like to
No,
listen to the sound of the street?
I like feeling my chest, my heart beating. I like hearing the noise of the city. I like hearing the birds chirping. I like hearing the sirens going by.
I do hear a lot of sirens when
That's
I
right.
run.
Yes. So music is great, but what is the next great thing? Do you think is just going to catapult into social media? People are tweeting, people are putting things on Instagram. What's the next big app?
There's an app called the List app made by BJ Novak, and literally you make lists.
Okay.
I don't know if it's here. I have it on my phone because I was trying it out to see if maybe Adult Swim could get on it.
Good.
So my last list was places that I don't look at my phone for over an hour.
Okay.
And I could only think of 3 things: on a plane, in a movie, or while sleeping.
Right.
Yeah.
Or running if you
Oh,
live
no,
an hour
now.
away from work.
Now they'll know how to spell Feigl. It's okay.
That's okay. Well,
Can you
those
think of
are
any others?
I cannot. I think if you're running or riding a bike for a long distance,
That's true.
um,
I'll add it.
right. If you are
Well, I rarely run
still-
for over an hour.
Okay. Well, you still look at
So-
your phone, I suppose, too, to change
Yeah.
your song selection if you're listening to music.
Yes.
That is interesting.
Another one. Shows following the mystery of dead blonde girls. I have
Okay.
Veronica Mars, Twin Peaks, Pretty Little Liars, and True Detective.
Okay. I've only seen True Detective and Twin Peaks on those.
I highly recommend Veronica Mars. And I enjoyed Pretty Little Liars up to season 5.
Okay. So that's good. Well, a list is a great thing to have. I
Yeah.
put a list together every morning. What am I going to accomplish today? What is going to make me feel happy? What will make me feel sad? Things to avoid. I put things on the list. Don't address this topic or it's going to make me upset. So I can see that being a good app. Would you ever if someone out there is watching right now, could they pitch an app idea to you and would you give them advice like, yeah, that might not be a great app?
I mean,
Slap the app out of the swap
they
shop.
can. I wouldn't say that I'm the biggest app expert.
Okay.
I'm more, I guess I should call myself a social media expert.
Right.
So if you have I guess a social media idea, I guess that's an app
Yeah.
these days. Okay,
Sure.
then
Social
yes.
media idea. Or
Pitch
maybe
in-
not an app that here's where you can find the nearest, ripe bananas. That would be a great app to have if you're looking at, I need to find the ripest bananas, and it's called Ripe.
Yes.
And you look it up. Maybe an app that's like, how can I stay in touch with just my work friends? I don't want them to see my Facebook. I do a lot of partying on the weekend to only see certain things.
LinkedIn. Is that
LinkedIn. That's a LinkedIn, right? So something similar along those lines. So if someone has a social media app that they feel hasn't been touched, they feel MySpace is missing out, then
Please contact me.
Call us
You-
at 413
Yeah.
961 4263.
You mentioned bananas.
Yes.
Have you noticed that Chiquita is advertising?
Yes. I have.
Do bananas need to advertise?
I wonder because there's other bananas I've noticed. Dole, I believe,
Dole
is a
has
product.
that.
So I
Oh.
believe Chiquita versus Dole there's
I
a
gotcha.
rivalry.
So they're going on. You
Right.
want Chiquita bananas.
Right. I believe it's like an airline. You have one airline that everyone likes to fly, but and that's Chiquita. That banana, everybody eats a Chiquita banana. But now Dole is saying, wait, we have a plane now too, and it's a banana, and we're gonna make people want to eat these bananas.
Okay. Well, that clarifies because for a while I was like, why do bananas need to advertise?
That's a good idea. If we could do a commercial for a banana, what do you think would be the content that would make sense to millennials or to young people hey, start eating bananas. They're healthy. They have potassium. They're easy on the go food,
Yeah, they have a natural wrapper.
right?
That's nice.
It's biodegradable.
But maybe it'd be like natural wrapper, but really they'd be natural born
Rappers.
RAPPR.
Oh, okay.
That would be the commercial.
I'm a banana. I'm not from Montana. They don't grow there. I don't have hair. Look at me. Peel me down.
Shanana.
Yes.
Yeah.
Turn me upside down. I won't fall out. I'm inside the peel. This is real.
Well, and also, fun banana fact, if you just pull a banana like this, you can pull it in half. Just
Really?
2 parts.
Someone told me you could put thread inside of a banana and thread it up,
Oh.
and then when someone goes to open it, it falls out all cut.
And then also bananas with my tongue sometimes I'll break them into 3 natural thirds.
Oh wow. Yes.
Yeah.
One thing I'm not a big fan of when I open up a banana though is having a spot on it that's dark.
Oh.
That it's
Yeah, it's unnerving.
yeah. I've never tried to eat it yet, but I like my bananas to be solid ripe. Like I don't like them when they've started to rot and start to. And I think you can still eat them. They're fine to eat.
You can.
But-
They're best then for making banana bread.
Right. Plantains are like that when they start to go.
Oh.
That when they start to lose their plantain color, you can cook them up in some oil and make some good plantain chips. I learned that. And
Has-
I've done that before.
Have you ever made plantain bread?
No.
I haven't either. I haven't heard of it.
What's your favorite kind of bread?
Banana bread, definitely. I love banana dessert. Is all my favorite dessert.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Potassium.
Potassium is good to have. It's healthy. It keeps you going. It keeps us awake and alert, and it helps us run to work.
It does. It's true.
So eat a banana. And I think now is a good time.
Eat a banana, Chiquita banana.
Chiquita banana.
There we go.
There you go.
There we go.
I think we should do it. I think we should get on the phone with Chiquita Banana. We'll talk to Zach Crane in marketing, who I have interviewed on the show
Yes.
before. Get him involved. Make it a conference call. Talk to Chiquita Banana and say, we have a commercial for you. It's only going to cost $5 to $10 million to make it.
There's going to be a lot of CG in it.
Right. And I'm a high professional director. I take my salary's $2.5 million
Oh.
for this commercial. Just a heads up. And my team gets some of that too.
All right. Well, thanks for thinking of the team.
You're welcome. I think what we should do today is, I'm enjoying having a conversation, which we can still do, but now we should transition to drawing. I actually have a request. I had a request today to draw. We had an appreciation day for myself yesterday, and I think today we're going to have a small appreciation for Doug Pitt. He's an actor, or the brother of a famous actor, Brad Pitt.
I've seen his
He's
movies.
not in movies, but he does great things. Brad Pitt, he has movies. He's married to Angelina Jolie. He has a lot of great things in his life. Doug Pitt says, no, I don't need to be famous. I'm just as good looking as you, Brad. But I'm going to go work in real estate or whatever he's going to do.
Do we know what Doug Pitt's wife looks like, just out of curiosity?
Not off the hand.
Okay.
But here's a picture of Doug Pitt we can bring up. Just pull that up. That's what Doug Pitt
Still
looks
good
like.
looking.
Still a handsome man.
Got some nice
A
hairline.
nice head of hair. A nice smile. A white smile.
It's
Look at
very
those
white.
teeth.
He's got some crest strips, definitely.
That's right. And he says, hey, look at me. I'm the brother of Brad Pitt, but I'm not going to talk about it. You know me. I'm just a cool guy. Let me tell you an embarrassing story about Brad. And then he goes on to tell you an embarrassing story. So I
With
think today we should draw him.
Okay.
And
A
then we'll draw other
blind
things.
contour, correct? Or just drawing?
Well, let's start off one drawing him and then one blind contour. Or
Okay.
you draw blind contour and I'll draw
Okay.
just looking at him. So you look at him and do blind contour, which if you're not 100% certain what it is, like me, you had to Google it. It's where you draw without looking at the sheet. And for me, I'll draw him while I look at the sheet wearing leather gloves, which is a bit difficult, but we'll make it work today. How long does it usually take you to do a blind contour drawing?
I'm done.
Oh wow, that looks just like him. If we could get a shot of that. That should be his, if he ever decides to break into acting, that should be his professional headshot. I'm spending a little bit more time drawing his hair right now. He does have a gorgeous head of hair. He's blessed just like his brother. That's Doug Pitt, Alice's version. And here is Doug Pitt. What do you like the most about drawing?
It's a nice challenge. And it gets, some creative juices flowing.
That's right.
Just-
It's very therapeutic,
Yes.
I've noticed. Every time I draw on this show, it makes me relaxed. It makes me forget about any problem I'm having in the world. And you might think, Zach, you don't have problems. I'll say, yes, I do. I deal with a lot of problems.
What's your average problem?
Usually it's just, what am I going to do tomorrow? Like, what am I working on? Why do I feel this certain way? How do I make more people like me?
Have you tried asking people to get cocktails with you after work?
No, I've never. I have a few select friends, and those are the main people I hang out with. Sometimes, but I should open myself up more and say, hey, let's go get a drink. But it's me. If you don't know, I don't like to drink alcoholic beverages.
I didn't know. Well, maybe we can. I've been wanting to plan a group of people that after work either bike or run to a bar.
Yeah, that would be great. Maybe if you're a viewer of the show and you want to come down on a road trip, you don't know what is there to do in Atlanta,
Oops.
come to us and ride your bike or run with us.
I really effed up Doug's teeth.
That's okay. I'm spending a lot of time on
Sorry, Doug.
it, and we will email this to Doug after the show.
It was so good till Doug's teeth just fell apart. He's got some nice chin hair.
That's right. Oh, does he have chin hair?
Yeah, a little bit.
Just a little
A
bit?
little 5 o'clock shadow.
I'll give him some chinny hairs. There we go. And I think I'm done. Well, almost. Hang on. Okay.
It was very nice.
Thank you.
Kind of reminds me of Bill Clinton.
He does have and he doesn't live far from him. Bill Clinton lives in Arkansas.
Does he?
Doug Pitt, yes, is from Missouri, Branson. Doug Pitt loves to go to all the Branson shows. That's one of his big guilty pleasures. Hi, I'm Doug Pitt. I don't go to Hollywood parties. I go to Branson shows. And he has a tie on. When was the last time we saw Brad Pitt wear a tie?
Not long enough.
He usually wears tuxedos with bow ties. Here's Doug Pitt. I'm willing to swap this if someone would like this Doug Pitt drawing. Doug Pitt. And Alice has her version of Doug Pitt. If we could cut to that. Oh, side-by-side shot. Doug Pitt. Thank you for not conforming. I like your version of Doug Pitt.
Thank you. I didn't mean for the teeth to be that way, but it happened, and
It's
I
okay.
just kept going.
It's your artistic interpretation.
Oh, this is a cute Snapchat moment.
Yeah. Let's snap this. What do you feel is the benefit of Snapchat over other apps? I know yesterday we briefly talked about it, but what's the draw of it? Why
Well-
do people like it so much?
Well, personally, I like it to just send quick things to my friends, and you can draw on it, and you can add emojis, and emojis are fun to use in everyday life.
And no one takes it as serious as Instagram.
Right.
Instagram, if you only get 4 likes on a picture, it can be a bit
Well, you can't
disheartening.
even get likes.
Right. Snapchat, you just get views, and that's it. It doesn't
you-
matter. You don't need anything else.
Yes. So that's nice. And yeah, it's just quick. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like if I put this on Facebook, people would hate it.
Right.
But since it's on Snapchat,
It just entertains them. It's something to feed them
right.
until the next picture
Yeah,
or
they
image or
don't-
video. So, speaking of Snapchat, should we do a contour on
Oh,
Snapchat?
yes.
I think this
I like
time we should
that.
draw at each other.
Okay. Good plan. All right. I'm going to
Okay, so we
get a
have
nice black,
black
background.
and then you will contour draw me.
What color would you like me to
Blue.
do it in?
I like to
Blue?
do blue.
Okay.
The Blue Man Group
Okay.
is what I would like to look like. If you're just now joining us, Alice is drawing me without looking at the Snapchat.
Oh no. Is
On
it? Am I
Snapchat.
still doing it?
Yeah, it looks
Okay.
great. I'm looking like a nice man. And she's working on it. You can draw on Snapchat on the app, and that's what she's doing now.
Now I'm onto your beard.
It looks good.
And I forgot to do the little mouthpiece.
Oh, yes.
There we go.
Wow.
Wow.
That looks wonderful. I love it. Let's get a shot of that real quick to show the viewers.
There we go. Zach.
Nice drawing. Are you
Thank
going
you.
to send it out? Or?
Oh, I'll send it out. I'm going to add some text
Okay.
that says Zach.
And then I'll draw you, if you don't mind me drawing on your phone.
That's
I
you
won't
can.
draw on it with a pen. I'll draw on
Thank
it with
you.
my finger because that's the way the app works. It senses your fingerprint. We'll my fingerprint stay on your phone? Will it be something that you can steal my identity with?
Probably.
Okay. So I'll take a picture of, I'm just gonna take a picture of the table. There's a picture of the table. This is my blank canvas. As you can see, it doesn't look black because the lights, it makes it look a little gray, but that's okay.
It'll probably be a nicer background.
Right, and I think for the purpose of this, I'm gonna draw with my right hand. I'm left-handed, but so the camera can see it, I'll draw you.
An added challenge.
Right.
So,
So what color would you like to be?
let's do green.
Green. Okay. Will that get keyed out? Maybe.
Oh,
It's okay. It might be. It will look really cool if it gets keyed. Okay. Here we go. It's very hard to not look at what you're drawing, but I'm trying my best. Okay. Now I don't know where to put the eyes, but that's okay.
you can't. Oh, well, technically, you can't lift your finger up.
Really?
Yeah, technically, but it's
How come?
okay. It's
Oh,
just
and
part of the
contour
blind
drawing.
contour
Okay.
drawing rules.
Okay. That's fair.
But it's okay.
I'm following through. I think I got it.
Perfect.
That looks pretty cool.
It really captured my eyes.
Thank you. That's what a blind contour drawing looks like. I got eyes. They look good spot. And for being right-handed, I'm more impressed. Or left-handed and doing this with my right hand, I'm more impressed with myself. Look at my fingernails. They
Do
have,
you bite them?
I sometimes have bitten them, yes. And I sometimes get dirt underneath them and I try and clean them, but I don't do a good job at it. I get outside and I work.
Match it. Here, wait, match it with my. Wait, no. If you keep still, I can match with my. It's hard because it's opposite.
Right. Let me, oh,
There we go.
how'd that happen? There it is.
There, perfect. It matches up.
Wonderful. You can do this at home too if you're ever bored. It's something to do for fun. Snapchat's a great app. It's free to download. Look at all the colors you can choose from. What should I send this out as and say?
I just said blind. Oh, blind. Maybe ask the people.
What should we say? Yes, interact with our audience. Man Diggity Snag says, I seriously want Zach to draw me up my first tattoo. I would be more than happy to do that. Maybe you're offering him rights to the area you want to tat in exchange for the design. You should, haha. Where would you get it? They're talking about Mandy's tattoo. So they're not addressing this. So what I'm going to say is, hi, Alice. With an exclamation point. Hi, Alice. And hit done. And there it is. And you can move it. And you can also make it big or small. Look at how I'm working this. I feel in my leather gloves. This is enticing. Hi, Alice. There it is. And just send it as a My Story or
My story.
My Story. And now it's being published as a My Story.
Perfect.
Thank you for letting me do that. So we have 284 people viewing us, and I appreciate every single one of them. We've drawn Doug Pitt, and we did contour drawing on our phone. Is that the official Adult Swim, our Snapchat, Adult Swim Live?
Correct,
If you're
yes.
watching and would like to follow. If you'd like to send us contour drawings, send them. Alice would love to check them out, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Great.
Looks like someone sent this. Don't know what that is.
Which one is this?
That someone just sent that.
Okay,
Maybe this is probably a filter that's available at the moment.
gotcha. Are you ever worried that someone will send something inappropriate?
There's constant worry, but
Has it happened yet?
no.
Or we shouldn't talk about it. 'cause
Yeah, well
someone
now
will
it's
do it
gonna
now.
happen,
Yeah.
definitely.
I apologize.
Now I'm scared to see.
Because with Snapchat, you send an image, you send a video, 7 to 10 seconds, even 3 seconds, 1 second. It shows up for a little bit, disappears
Gone.
forever. And that's prompt for a lot of people to send whatever they would like to
Right.
send over the Snapchat. And that's okay.
Do
That's
you?
what-
Yeah. Do you say? I know you don't cuss, but do you say the D word sometimes?
Yes. Damn it.
No.
Oh.
What sometimes people send on Snapchat.
Oh, yes. Pictures of their, not their dogs,
Not their dogs.
but something similar, like a hot dog or something inappropriate like that. I've never done that before.
Not their hot dogs.
Are you asking? Wait, you asked if I say the word, not if
Yeah,
I've done it.
that's
Sorry.
no, that's what I was asking. Yeah,
never
because you
done
don't cuss.
Right. And I never will send pictures. The only picture I'll send to myself is a smile.
Very
Just a big
nice.
smile. Well, we have some more paper if you'd like to
Alright.
draw another item. Should we bring up another? Should we try and do Doug Pitt one more time?
Okay.
Or would you like to just draw? What would you like to draw?
I was gonna draw my dog Clyde.
Okay, let's draw Clyde.
He's a beagle mix. Look, it's beagle looking.
A little
animal.
beagle.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to draw him from memory of Clyde. Or would you like to pull up a picture?
Let me pull up.
Then
a
that way
picture.
our audience can see.
Oh wait, let's see. We have 2 new.
Oh, we have some snaps.
Oh, it's from our very own camera crew. There's
Oh,
yes, very nice.
that's Jock. He works the audio and cameras on our show. And there's
There's-
Stephanie. She's a technical direct. She runs the entire switchboard, as you see there. A very important job. Without them, we would not be doing this show. Look at that cool snap.
And then like someone. Oh look, there you go.
Oh, Doug Pitt.
Someone drew Doug Pitt.
There's
I'm gonna
Doug Pitt.
screenshot if I
Yeah, if you
can.
could grab screenshot Doug Pitt.
Screenshot it.
If you don't mind, Mandy, if you could send that in an email to us as a JPEG to williams.swap@gmail.com, that would be great.
Or anyone out there.
And we have other uses for this Doug Pitt drawing.
It
I
could
was
go-
asked by Matt, my
could-
co-host, to draw it.
It could go on real television.
That's right. He has expressed interest in putting them on real television, and we might put them on real television. So send us an email of your Doug Pitt drawings.
All right. So my dog is Clyde. Where
Okay.
is he?
Let's take a peek at Clyde. And I'm going to draw Doug Pitt again. Start with the same. The hair is the same.
There's Clyde.
You have Clyde pulled up. Is there an image? Is the camera able to take a peek at Clyde? If not, no big deal, but I'd love to.
This is a blind contour again, just because
That's your favorite style?
it's my favorite. Because if people are like, that's crappy, it's like, well, I wasn't even looking at the paper. Whereas when you try to draw something, you're putting effort into it, and it hurts more when people say they don't like it.
Right. I draw as quick as I can. If I make a mistake, I move on with it.
It's a pretty happy Clyde.
Oh, he looks like a little cutie. A little cute beagle.
Yeah.
I have a little Cocker Spaniel. His name's Petey.
Oh.
What's your favorite dog breed? Beagle?
Well, I grew up with Dachshund, so I like Dachshunds.
Okay.
Clyde, I started dog sitting for him, and then his owner moved to London, and so then I got him.
Aw. He didn't want to. Was his owner she or he didn't want to?
She was going to bring him back to London, but then she never did.
Gotcha. This version of Doug Pitt is disrespectful to him. I apologize, Doug.
No, yeah, it does make him look like a mean politician.
Right. I'm sorry, Doug.
Yeah, it's a kind of the
Hashtag
Donald Trump version.
So sorry, Doug Pitt. But this version I'm a little bit more proud of. He looks a little bit more accurate. Happy, smiley guy, go lucky. Look at him. Handsome. Ready to take on the world. And you know what? He might not be as good looking as his brother, but he's still a good looking man.
He's probably heard that too many times.
That's true.
But then he's probably happier in life because as he ages, he won't be sad that it's going.
That's right.
Well, it might be hard for Brad.
That's right. So, are you freehand contour drawing me
Yes.
now? Okay, I'll do the same. Next time I won't mess up. I won't look at the paper. I just draw. It's very hard to just want to look at it. I feel
It
more
is.
self-conscious about that than I do about anything else.
I brought three different sizes of Sharpie today.
Those are good Sharpies. I
Yeah.
like Sharpies. It's a good marker to have. But
Good.
I'm using a pen. I don't know the brand, but I got it from our supply closet.
Maybe Pilot.
Pilot, that's it. I know I'm lifting up my finger, but I'm doing it to draw your eyes and nose and mouth.
That's very nice.
Thank you.
Your head's a little squarer than I intended.
That's okay. It looks just like me. Thank you for that.
And well, I guess it's the headset, and then there's your microphone.
Yeah. I almost see that being if I form a production company, that will be me, that image. Zach White Productions or Zach White Pictures. I haven't decided.
Do you think
This
people are
is-
going to Facebook friend you after this now?
People have tried, and I haven't decided if I should accept their friendship requests or not.
You caught the fringe of my hair nicely.
Thank you. It looks like you're wearing glasses, but that's your headset. It just looks like you moved your headset, your mouth up to your eyes, like mine.
It is. It's almost like I can see. It tells me like
Mhm.
the future of VR kind of thing.
Right. It's like like the Oculus Rift
Right.
or something along those lines. I just wish if I would have moved your chin down a little bit more, it would have made more sense. But
Don't
you draw,
overthink it. That's
create
that's
art.
just now we're out of paper. So
we ran out of
really-
paper, but we have some pieces of art that we made. On Wonderful Wednesdays, we love to draw. We love to work on things. We have Doug Pitt, a contour drawing of Doug Pitt, a contour drawing of myself, a contour drawing of Clyde, contour drawing of Alice,
Alice.
a contour drawing of Doug Pitt, and another contour. Or these are two drawings of Doug Pitt, regular. This one I didn't even finish his neck. Just forget about it. So we only have a few minutes left. No one called it today, but that's okay.
It's okay.
They must have just enjoyed the show because we have a lot of viewers watching, and it's great that they're watching. I love to have them here with me. It feels like they're sitting right next to me. It feels like they're almost behind me. No, they're not there. We're just here with them. Do you have any other last things you'd like to discuss or represent before we embark on the rest of our day?
I guess. Do you ever do yoga?
I have. I've done it once. I've done it 2 times now. The first time I did it at a music festival in Tennessee, a popular one called Bonnaroo. And I remember the person I was doing it with, Zach Crame, who works in marketing.
He comes up a lot in these shows.
He spilled water. He was doing yoga and knocked his water bottle down, and it went all over his phone. And his phone was broke for the whole time. He couldn't take pictures. And this was before Snapchat, so he couldn't do anything with his phone. And then I did it a second time not long ago, and it was fine, but I was tired. I just wanted to lie down. Once I lied down and breathed, I just wanted to fall asleep.
Yeah, it's nice to just lie there on the floor.
Right.
That's my favorite part, is at the end.
I put my legs up against the wall, and it was like I was sitting on the wall as my legs were up, and it felt like I could do this for all day. I could sit on the wall all day. And then they said, no, you have to do something else now. And then that's the hard part. You have to move, but I respect it. Do you enjoy yoga?
I like it for after a run, doing some nice stretching. But
Good.
I did it last night, and I feel like it hurt my hip a little bit.
Okay, but it's the right kind
Right.
of pain where you feel, yes, I did some
Work.
work stuff. The last question we have, ask her how much it sucks to have to deal with Metalocalypse fanboys all day on Facebook.
I mean, I appreciate that their interaction on Facebook. Without their interaction, the Facebook post wouldn't have as much interaction. So I appreciate that.
Even if it's comment, it's still a
It's
comment.
still a comment.
You're
and
still
still,
commenting.
now you can do more than just like.
That's right.
You can be wowed. You can be happy. You can be sad and angry.
That's correct.
So I'll take it all.
That's right. And we take everything everyone has to offer on the Swap Shop. And that's it for today's Wednesday. It's been a wonderful Wednesday. Thank you so much, Alice, for joining us and drawing with us and drawing with me. I should say just me, as I'm the only one, I guess, at this table, but I say us as the Swap Shop as whole. And thank you to our audience. You're all really great. We love interacting with you. We'll be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Matt will return. We have Matt Appreciation Day to look forward to tomorrow. And please add us on Snapchat at Adult Swim Live and like Williams Street Swap Shop on Facebook. It's Williams Swap, I believe, or Will Swap. You'll find it on Facebook. I promise you. Everybody's liking it. It's the cool thing to do. Otherwise, thank you very much for joining us. Stick around for Crosswords coming up next.